Today, I want to talk about not feeling my age. This isn't just a trans thing, I don't think. Although I think it is common within trans people, this is not just a trans thing for me personally. So I had some rocky experiences kind of throughout childhood, and that kind of reached an all-time high in 2009 when I was 9 or 10. And it kind of caused me and my brother to have to kind of grow up a bit, and kind of mature. And at first it was quite cool because I was like, "Oh, you're so mature for your age," and those kind of comments really made me feel like, yeah, I'm cool. But really, I kind of started to realize, I'm not sure when, sometime during secondary school, I kind of realized that it wasn't right. This wasn't necessarily good, and I'd kind of been stripped of a childhood, and I never really got to have like the experiences that a lot of my friends claim to have. And at first I thought they were just weird, but I realised that it was me that kind of didn't get that experience for it. I'm not sure how to word it, but like the only kind of fun kind of childhoody kind of times I can remember was when I was like really quite young. And then we kind of go on the flip side, and then again at this kind of secondary school stage, I simultaneously had this feeling of I was stripped of a childhood. I am too young. I don't know. I think I was almost trying to claim back that kind of childhood like feeling because I'd come to that realization, and then I was suddenly like, oh, I'm way too young. Like I'm too young to be doing any of this. I still feel like that now. That's kind of why I'm making this. Like a lot of my friends are going off to uni, and I've pretty much delayed it by a year, and I'm doing another course at my college. Because uni? No, that's for adults, and I am not one of them, despite being 18. It's strange because I still feel like this at college, but this would be my third year there, and I'm kind of comfortable, but not really. It's like I kind of know that adult life is doing something and hoping for the best, but I just get this feeling that everyone around me really knows what they're doing, and if they don't, they can hide that really well. I feel so clueless in what I'm doing, and it's like I know what I want to do for my future, but it's just like doing it. I don't know. I feel like it probably ties in with a lack of self-confidence, but I also feel it's a bit more than that. I feel like it does tie in with this not feeling my age, and because like I feel like someone has put a baby in a primary school, and they're expecting this baby to work equally alongside like 6-year-olds, and that's obviously not going to work out, and I feel like the baby and all my friends are the 6-year-olds, and it's not infuriating, but it does bother me quite a bit. Then obviously there's the whole trans side of things, where I'm presenting as a male. I go by Noah, and he, him pronouns at college. But I also have to disclose the fact that I am trans, because otherwise they wouldn't. They'd be like, no, you're a girl, because I am not cis-passing at all. It's fine that people can tell that I'm trans. If anything, like, I will just tell them. I don't have a problem with telling people that I'm trans, unless they are scary, mean Christians, or just people who frown upon trans people. So obviously I have a round feminine face. I'm 5'2" on a good day. I'm most definitely not your average guy. Obviously, there are days where I feel I can like pass if I do all the makeup right and whatever, but as soon as I open my mouth, that is all completely thrown out the window. I don't sound like a guy. I don't sound like your typical cis guy, you know? Like, my voice isn't Vin Diesel's, like, I wish, but I feel like I will most likely feel like my age once I'm on testosterone for a year or two and I'm post-top surgery, and I'll be either partway through or finishing uni. How adulty of me. But I think once I'm able to pass fully, I think, or at least once I get a deep voice, once I get a deep voice, I might feel a little more like my age, because you know, people now, they look at me and they're like, oh, you're like 15 or 16, right? And I'm like, no, I'm 18. I've definitely freaked out a lot of people in my class because I'm older than a lot of them, and they are all taller and more masculine. I'm also kind of wondering if this is a shared experience, not necessarily with like just trans people. Like I want anyone to be like, hey, I feel like this, because I need that reassurance. However, I do know that it is quite common within the trans community to have this feeling. I know that Alex Bertie recently made a video about this, except he's on like the other side of things, you know, post-op, post-T. Well, not post-T, he's on T. I'll put the link to it in the description if you want to have a look. And it's basically him now finally feeling his age. I hope I get to make a video like that too in a couple years. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to say how I feel about that. But yeah, it's something that really like plays on my mind quite a lot. How I just constantly feel like this toddler walking around expecting to do adult things. I will probably come back on this subject after I've had like some GIC appointments, because I have a feeling that kind of subject will arise in a meeting. I hope you have a nice day, and yeah, bye. Like, my phone just went off, so we're going to have to start that bit again.